So guys, I actually did a video. I'm going to link it up here. I titled it "Marriage is a Scam." And when I aired that video, a lot of people came at me, right? My DM was full. And honestly, how I wish my DM is or rather my comment section on my YouTube or Instagram is as busy as my DM. I would have been a star by now. Because a lot of people send DMs, but they won't come out personally or physically or publicly to share their opinions. But anyway, a lot of people said that I wasn't married, and some people that noticed that I'm married actually said that maybe I'm not happy in my marriage. That's why I shared that. And I kind of believe that the reason they said that is that they didn't really watch the video, because if you had watched the video, you would understand what I meant, right? But anyway, we'll discuss if marriage is an achievement when we come back. So today, this is more like a sequel to the previous video I did, is marriage is a scam. But today's topic, I'm titling it differently. I'm asking a question really. Is marriage an achievement? And because again, I'm the first to actually say I'm not an expert in this field. And anytime I want to talk about something I'm not an expert in, I will bring people that know better than me so that they will teach all of us, because I'm also learning. So again, I have my favorite sweetheart, YouTube sweetheart, Ginika.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to have you again.
I know. I love coming.
I'm happy to have you. Ginika is a certified marriage and relationship counselor. If you're having issues in your marriage, this is your plug. Yes. Okay. So Ginika, really, let me ask you off the bat. Do you think really marriage is an achievement?
Funny enough, what's that author? She's the feminist. Chimamanda. There was one time, I think a couple of years ago, she was giving a speech, and then she made that statement that marriage is not an achievement. And I remember on Facebook and I think on Instagram, I was like, she shouldn't have said that. And some people came at me, my friends, and I was having back and forth. Now here's my take. An achievement is relative. What you would consider an achievement is not what I may consider an achievement, right? So for you, an achievement could be having 10 million in your account. For me, it could be doing a PhD. So for another person, marriage could be an achievement. And if someone says marriage is an achievement, then you need to understand why is that an achievement. Maybe because they come from a family background where nobody ever got married or stayed married, and then growing up they just felt, you know what, if I grow up and I get married, for me that's an achievement. You can't now tell the person, no, that's not an achievement. Or for some people it could be a successful, not just being married, but actually being successful in the marriage. So when people say it's an achievement or it's not, I tell them you don't need to argue with that person that says it's an achievement. It is that person. It's a personal thing. It's relative. So marriage can be an achievement for some people. It cannot be for some.
And I think the reason I actually made that video was because I think I'm sick and tired of our young girls feeling that the only thing they need to do is to get married and answer somebody's wife. When, first of all, they don't know themselves.
Yes.
They don't have self-love and self-esteem or self-awareness. They enter the marriage with the wrongest impression. They are not empowered. You marry the wrong person because you don't even know yourself, so you don't know what you want. And you are in that marriage sad, and maybe you're going through abuse or abuses of all kinds, mental, physical, you name it. And people will still tell you to stay there because, oh my God, if you leave, that's a crime. Why would you leave? So I kind of feel that we have kind of blown marriage out of proportion in this society. So this was me trying to remind the young girls that although it's a blissful engagement, but don't think that is the only thing you need to do.
Yes. In fact, do you know what? I say even on my Instagram page, marriage is not for everybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to get married for you to be fulfilled. You don't have to. Your marriage is not. See, I tell people marriage is not our purpose in life. We didn't come and say you must be married. That if you're not married, you're not whole. You've not accomplished what God has created you. No. I tell, because right now I'm focusing on premarital people who are still praying, and I tell people, marriage is supposed to be designed for you to help. It's like a vehicle to help you achieve your purpose in life. So if you're getting married, pick someone who is to help you achieve your purpose that God has given you. or that's whatever, if you don't believe in God, that your self-driven purpose. If you're not marrying someone who's supposed to help you achieve that purpose, then there's no point. There's no point. There's some people who are successful and they're not married, and that's great. I have an aunt who, she's not married and she's doing well. Is she capable of getting married? No. I would tell her, but sometimes when she'll tell me, I want to marry, I say, no, don't even bother, because you're not capable. Because she's very selfish. She's incapable of committing to something. In marriage, you have to commit. You have to, she's not even reliable. Like, I can't rely, if you tell her, oh, no, or going out today, just better that she may not show up. So I used to tell her, you can't get married. You shouldn't even get married, because you cannot. Marriage is not for you. But would I say she's not successful? No. Would I say she's not achieved anything? No. So, and that's true. Young women should understand that marriage is not everything. Marriage is not your purpose in life. Find your purpose. If you say marriage is going to help you achieve your purpose, then that's fine. For me, marriage did help me achieve my purpose, because my purpose is, I'm a lover girl. And my purpose is, I want people to be loved. I want to make sure that there are people who are in healthy relationships or in good marriages. And I didn't find that purpose until after I got married. And who helped me? It was my husband. He was the one that told me, you're a lover girl. Find something to do with love. And that was how this whole marriage, being a certified. Yes, it was my husband though. It wasn't me. I was there crying every day saying, no, is this how my life is? And said, oh yeah, you like love, you like hooking people up. Why don't you? So that's what marriage is supposed to do. So I won't say marriage is my all. I won't say marriage is my life, because I don't even live like marriage is my life.
And you have a career, and
I have a career, and a girl, So that's the thing. Marriage isn't everything. Marriage isn't why we were born, why we need to live. That's not our purpose.
Okay. So another question I have for you is, a lot of people believe that marriage is scam or is a scam. Mm-hmm. Like I said, my YouTube. Mm-hmm. Of course, that was the title, but that wasn't the contest. Mm-hmm. But the point is, a lot of people feel that marriage is a death trap. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are sad in their marriages. Yes. And my question is, do you think that one could be happily married?
Yes.
And if so, how?
It starts from the foundation.
Okay.
And a lot of people who say marriage is a scam is because they didn't start right.
Okay.
They didn't start right. I remember I was in a group of friends. We were hanging out. It was someone's bridal shower. And someone was telling a story. And then, it was about how it started off good and it ended up bad and all that. And then when you probe more, you understand that it didn't even really start right in the first place, because the foundation was wrong. And a lot of people enter thinking, it's all gloom, when we marry, everything will be rosy. Expectations are not discussed. Deal breakers are not discussed. What are you expecting from me, or what am I expecting from you? They're not discussed. You now enter, you see it, and they say marriage is a scam.
Marriage is not a scam. You guys just didn't do it right. So to answer your question, can you have a happy marriage? Yes. If you know what you want, who you are, what you want. Like I said, marriage is supposed to help you to your purpose. It's okay, I'm getting married to help me achieve this. So this is the kind of person I need to find
to support me
on that. Now, even your partner as well, what does he want? What is his own purpose? Can I help him support him achieve his purpose?
What are our expectations? Can he meet up? Can she meet up? If they can't, can I live with the fact that they cannot meet up to my expectations? What are my deal breakers? And for my Igbo people, if he slap me, will I walk away? Will I stay? These are things, and a lot of people don't have this deep conversation. See, I get couples that all they want to do is be going out, lick ice cream, movies, take Snapchats, do all the fun things, be talking, hello, hi, I love you, I miss you. Then we get married, then the real deal happens.
Because the real deal will come.
The real deal will come.
Yeah.
So it is actually creating a solid foundation from the beginning. You can't
you can't get it wrong. Once you do that, then as you grow, days go by, you now understand, okay, when conflict happens, when life happens, you now say, okay, we were supposed to. And another thing is creating a vision for your marriage. That's one of the. In my course of counseling, I use a lot of worksheets. I'm more technical in my counseling approach, so I give worksheets for beginners. I give them a vision, and then that's the thing. You can't tell somebody this is how your marriage should work, because what works for me may not work for you.
Absolutely.
So what I do is I let them create the marriage for themselves. So I tell the woman, I want you to write the things that you want your marriage to look like, how you want your marriage to look like in the next 5 years, 10 years. What do you want to do? Whether it is you want to have sex every day, you want your husband to be defined, whatever it is, write it. The man should write it. Then come together and find a common ground. So that common ground that is on your list, on his list, is what is your vision. If you find that you don't have a common ground, and that's a red flag, then you will now have to check, why are you people together?
What can I subscribe to?
Exactly. And meet. So once you've created a vision for your marriage, it's like like how you do vision board at the beginning of every year. It's like, okay, so in this year, this is what I want to do. So it gives you an idea. It gives you clarity on this is how my marriage will now be. So whatever it is that you do henceforth, it has to align with the vision that you and your partner, not what church has told you, not what your parents have told you, not what your counselor has told you, what the both of you have agreed for it to look like. So that if your marriage vision, for example, is we must always have family dinner or family meals, your partner will know that he has to come home by 7 to eat dinner. If he cannot make it, he would call and say, babe, I cannot make it. Do you understand? So you know that during that time there's connecting, there's bonding and all that. So
that even if you fall, you can refer back
exactly. And then when time and life happens, things happen, that maybe goals have changed or purposes have changed or whatever course and all that. When that happens, you can now go back and ask, okay, do we need to tweak our vision? Do we need to change it, work on it, or?
And it's easier to tweak because you guys started with that
vision.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is possible.
Wow. So this is really, okay. So what I've learned, my takeout here is marriage can be enjoyed if the foundation is right.
Yes.
And when we talk about foundation, we are talking about starting right, having deep conversations with your partner, watching how he or she behaves with people, not just you. Watching how he manages anger, conflicts, complicated situations, learning from that, striking a conversation off of that, making him aware, because sometimes maybe they are not even aware of their flaws. Making them aware, because the truth is you're there to support them in their journey of growth, and they're also there to support you in your journny of growth, not to change you, but to encourage and support you. And now when the foundation is right and you people grow, because people are always evolving, 5-10 years your board may have changed, but it's easier to tweak it because you started with a vision board in your marriage. Okay, so guys, you see, marriage can really be enjoyed if your foundation is right. Ginika, thank you so much. I really love this.
Thank you. I love it too. I love talking. Please invite me again.
I'll invite you. Both of us are on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me again.
Guys, remember, like I always say, always hang in there, for the very best is next. Love you. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.